up and allow Curry and Thompson to run up a plethora of screens. For Charleston Southern, obviously a team that loves to shoot the three ball. Tyree Bryant, not one of the better three-point shooters. But God, when you look at that stat sheet at the end of each night, the rebounds that stare at you, the ability to pass from that post position, I like to see him tonight bringing the ball up the floor.
Well, inside the arena, trying to get something sorted out with the main scoreboard directly above the floor. And so, well, I guess, well, we have a second. We got the third man of our team. He's roaming the baselines for us, as he does every night. Justin Beagle, welcome in.
Good evening, gentlemen. Good to be here with you. This game could be won or lost at the free throw line. Three of the Buccaneers' last two losses, have been won or lost at the charity stripe by 6 points or less. As a team, they're only shooting 70% for the year. Not the greatest. So if they keep this game close and they get to the charity stripe, they're going to want to convert and potentially pull off an upset here.
Thanks, Justin. Yeah, the free throw numbers were a big thing, especially the last home game for Charleston Southern against the Citadel, a 3-point loss. They make even a few more free throws that night. They probably come away with a win.
When we look at that matchup, too, Caleb Clinton was the guy that missed 3 of 4 late. He's coming off 2 of maybe his best outings as a Charleston Southern Buccaneer. A really strong performance against South Florida. As you see him in the lineup today playing that 4 spot, he's going to be a big factor because he really can guard, defend, and score. Beast on that low block.
So Damon Robinson won the tip as Kennesaw State sporting the all black with the gold trimming. A sharp look for the visitors as Chris Youngblood drives and kicks, throws it right into the CSU bench, and an early turnover as here is the starting 5 for Kennesaw State. You see Robinson, Terrell Burden, Chris Youngblood, one of the best guards in the A-Sun. Brandon Stroud has been very good this season as well, and then Spencer Rogers, a guard-heavy lineup as Charleston Southern brings it across. So over there is Tyree Bryant, the sophomore from Orlando, Florida. Kelly, handoff to Harris. They get the switch. Back to Harris. Shimmy, sidestep, air ball. Kelly tries to save it, and somehow he does as it ends up rolling out. They're going to say it was off of Kennesaw State.
Don't you love to see the hustle play? We mentioned how important guard play was going to be tonight. The 2 big guys down low, nothing to scoff at. Tajay Kelly and Damon Robinson. Damon Robinson, beast down low.
Just 2 seconds. There's a 5 for Charleston Southern. Quick inbound. Clinton just has to throw in towards the basket, and it's a shot clock violation.
But again, Tajay Kelly, a guy, another big-time outing against Southern Florida. Tonight, against a really large Damon Robinson, 6'8", 264. There's your 2 bodies down low that love crashing the boards.
Going to go right to Robinson. This is going to be a fun matchup all night. As they switch off, Youngblood wing 3, no good, and Chavez pulls down the board.
A lot of off-ball movement. Chavez.
Bryant elevates from the baseline, no good, as Kelly looked like he jumped a little too soon. Burden holding, gets a screen. Swung all the way. Youngblood goes down low to Robinson. The big boys going at it. Yeah. Off the mark.
I think really anytime tonight you see those big guys in an isolation set, look for them to go straight to that jump hook. They love their game inside.
Clinton gets his pocket picked from behind. Burden comes away with it, and he's going to go up and throw it down.
Looked like he was kind of hanging in the air. I see you, Terrell Burton. 5'10", played 6'10" there, right?
Got some bunnies in those shoes tonight. First basket.
And again, early on in this game, we've seen a lot of Talik Chavez coming off a lot of screens.
That almost went in.
That would have been a lot of fun.
Nice dribble work from Brandon Stroud as Youngblood catch and shoot too short, and Chavez with another rebound.
You see him around the boards. He's crashing them hard, Talik Chavez is. But again, I'd like to see him come off a lot of screens. Maybe not trying to force shots off the dribble. Look to see him really isolate himself off a lot of off-ball screens tonight.
Offensive foul on Tyree Bryant as Emory Knox going to check in for Bryant the first time tonight. Knox, who got to play, as there's that dunk again. He got up there.
Just the quick move off the loose ball, but I'm telling you, he set his feet to his jump. Boing.
So Chavez and Bryant come out. Emery Knox, who saw his first action of the year down in Tampa against USF. He had a good season debut, played 24 minutes, 7 points, 4 boards, and 3 assists. As there goes Spencer Rogers, driving to the lane, count the basket.
You like to see Tajay Kelly maybe go up and keep the hands up in the air. The last time we saw Charleston Southern in the Buck Dome, Tajay Kelly really struggled and fouled, but look, really nice first step from Rogers there. He's able to defend and hold the guard off with that left shoulder.
So here's Rogers, the senior from Buford, Georgia. He had 8 points, 6 rebounds last time out as he misses from the free throw line. And Justin mentioned that that's probably going to be a key spot tonight. Kennesaw State shooting just 63% as a team from the free throw line, as Trez Berry gets it for the first time tonight.
And we were curious, one man down, next man up. Looks like Charleston Southern's going to give a lot of different guys the opportunity to win the starting point guard position over.
Nice moves by Caudell Harris Jr., who gets in for his first basket of the game, leading this team in scoring at 17.5 a night. As a little bump over here in front of the table.
Showing us a little bit of love over here, Terrell Burton.
Kind of bump, they're going to say he stepped out of bounds, knocked over a little cup of water. Got to get the towels out.
I know. They wanted to wake us up a little bit, jolt the crowd a little bit. We're awake, I promise. How about that? How about the redshirt sophomore, Emery Knox, hadn't gotten a ton of playing time yet this year. Picks Burton, a really skilled, really good ball handler position. But Emery Knox forced a nice turnover there as we got our crew working hard.
Yeah, so you got Barclay Radeball getting down there going to work.
Coach, we can help out right here. I mean, talk about a coach that does it all. Captains the ship and cleans the floor. Does it all.
He's really going to town down there. He's making sure every single drop's getting picked up.
Can we get this guy a mop? We got to help him here. I feel helpless over here. Oh, captain, my captain.
There we go. Coach tosses the towel to the side. All right, it's good now.
I think that towel's got good juju on it. Charleston Southern needs a big win. He's willing to do anything for a win tonight.
Berry out to Harris. Harris going to try to drive again, and he's fouled on the floor.
You can tell, man, when he plays this game, doesn't it look like he just has an absolute blast? That first step, boom, right by him. He wishes continuation as it hangs in the air and gets it to fall.
Jason Jennings checks in for Kennesaw State.
Trying someone new defensively.
Harris, good closeout by Jennings. As there's a steal, Robinson just reached right past Tajay Kelly, and now Burton gets it poked from behind. Nice job by Sheck Fay, chasing it down to poke it away.
There's the emphasis on hustle, right? Here's hustle culture. Sheck Fay from behind. Love watching your big guys run the floor. See hustle play.
Burton trying to spin around Knox. Jennings, jab step, wing three, off the back iron, and it's bounced away, and Knox gonna chase it down. Harris steps into a three, hits it.
Well, we talked about the importance of showing up early. This guy seems to show up early every game.
Harris had 8 points against USF. As there's another three missed by Kennesaw State. It's something they don't do very often. They're in the top 10% of the country. Came into the night shooting 39% from beyond the arc. As Fay gets it down low. Good double team coming as Youngblood able to poke it away. Youngblood, extra pass. Adam McCoya drains it.
It was interesting killing on that other possession. The minute that they made that entry pass, to Tajay Kelly. Maybe not the best three-point shooting lineup on the floor for Charleston Southern. They immediately went to a double.
Robinson falls, and then Kelly, miscommunication with Fay as he thought he was going to cut. Fay was going to the corner. 7-5, Kennesaw State, 5 minutes in.
Down here is where hard work matters, where height is measured by heart and hustle, and where excellence is earned every day. Because down here, we play for each other, we play for family, we play for our communities, and we play to be the very best. This is the Big South. This is where winners are made.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading protection to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Last year, I had more blood and platelet transfusions than I can count. During my treatment for acute T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma, the chemotherapy took a toll over my body. And one of the main things that helped me survive was my routine blood transfusions. Blood donors keep cancer patients like me fighting every day. Sign up now at thebloodconnection.org/donate.
You're watching college basketball on ESPN Plus, and it's brought to you in part by Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength. Sunbelt Rentals, we have equipment for that. First Citizens Bank, forever first, and Jersey Mike's, a sub above. Killian McClatchy, Jack DeLongchamp, and Justin Beagle inside the Buck Dome for you here as Kennesaw State with an early 2-point lead on Charleston Southern. The ball dished down low and poked away by CSU. As you see Alex Peterson, the senior from Tappahannock, Virginia, checking in for the first time tonight. Jennings inbounds right to Peterson. Adam McCoy holding in front of Clinton. Good defense by Tyree Bryan. That's what he's known for.
Yeah. That's a matchup we expect to see a lot tonight. Charleston Southern's arguably best defender against one of the best scorers in the A-Sun.
Peterson does a nice job to hold on to the rebound and put it back up. So a 4-point lead for Kennesaw State. We saw in the first 5 minutes of this game one of the big issues for Charleston Southern. They've had a hard time hanging on to the ball, turning it over far too often.
Absolutely. 7 early ones to Chavez from downtown. We talked about it, a little bit of a shooting slump. Have no fear, Chavez back at home. That's a big one for not only Charleston Southern early, but really the confidence of a really talented shooter.
Yeah, Chavez has been shooting a lot. He was 1 for his last 14 from the floor coming in tonight. Now the officials are going to say it was off of Chavez as he got tucked over into Justin Beagle's corner in the Buck Dome.
I think he looks ready to shoot over there. Was Justin in shooter's position, ready to roll?
Justin's always ready over there. He's giving us the motion. He had it.
He's just doing his best to leak Chavez impression, that's all.
Chavez guarding the inbound as Amaje Dodd into the game for the first time as well. They switch, and there's going to be a foul. That's going to be on Harris. And I think based off of Harris's reaction, I don't think he agreed with it.
Fired up to say the least. But again, that whole possession, I was just watching the big fellas bang bodies down there. It was Amaje Dodd and Alex Pierce, 2 bodies. But Amaje Dodd really starting to earn some playing time in this lineup. Coming off that torn ACL, making big strides.
Simeon Cottle, freshman from College Park, Georgia, at the free throw line. Didn't have much against Mercer, but he's a guy who's gotten in some playing time as rotational guy for this Kennesaw State team as he splits them from the free throw line.
I see Emory Knox taking over the point guard duties.
An offensive foul on Caleb Clinton away from the ball. That was well away from the ball.
It was, and after the play as well, so I wonder if it was maybe a late whistle on, or maybe moving the feet on an illegal screen there. But Knox shows a lot of flashy, speedy guard play. His development will slow it down, speed it up.
Emory Knox is a guy, when he came into Charleston Southern, really forced into early action due to a bunch of injuries. So we saw a lot of playing time early as Brian tries to get a hand up, but knocked down by Adam McCoy.
Corner pocket. He's comfortable over there near Justin. Don't let him hand down, man down.
Gonna drive and going up. Clinton gets his own board, tries to put it back. Again, still fighting for it. And now there's a foul, and Clinton getting into it with Peterson.
Sign of a gritty player, though. Got to win the ball after the whistle. There's a sense of pride, whoever shows up with it after the ball is over, but does a great job rebounding, but just short with the right hand.
You saw both guys, neither of them were going to let go of that basketball.
There's a sense of pride there, especially for a lot of physicality down low. A sense of pride of wanting to hold on to that ball even after the whistle.
Inbounded back in, 13-8 Kennesaw State lead as Cottle was the one dribbling it up. Cottle down low to Peterson. Working on Kelly. Goes to the right hand, off the back iron, no good. There's Gaddis Heath the third, first time we're seeing him in a Buccaneer uniform.
I think despite whether it's DeMond Robinson or it's Alex Peterson, I think the offense for Kennesaw State right now is he gets him to break the ankles there.
Heath goes up through the contact, no good.
As they slow it down to half-court set, let them go back to the bigs. I think their game plan right now is see if they can get Tajay Kelly into some foul trouble.
Oh, and an air ball the entire way from Brandon Stroud. Not sure if there was a touch to that or not. Down low, dribble it around. Somehow Kelly keeps it. Looking for some help. Gives it off. Chavez, catch and shoot. Fade away. Didn't go.
A lot of space. Maybe next shot. Let them slow the play down. Get his feet set.
Adam McCoy again. The transfer from Temple. 3 shots, 3 threes. And Kennesaw State is doubling up Charleston Southern early. Head coach Amir Abdul-Rahim in his 4th season in charge of the Kennesaw State Owls has them out to a 5-3 start. There it is, Barclay Aredabal in his 18th year. He does a little bit of everything. He coaches, he cleans up water on the side.
A true legend in the Big South. But as we were doing our homework, prepping for this game, Coach Abdul Rahima, fun, really sweet spots along the way. He spent a lot of time at Texas A&M. But what he's been able to do with this program in his first year, only able to win just one game in a weird COVID-shortened season. But this team already winning 13 last year, well on its way to being a real powerhouse in the A-Sun.
Chavez down low for Kelly, who got the inside. Peterson gave it to him, and Kelly, good move to get to the basket.
Should be illegal for a big fella to have that clean of footwork.
You see the numbers from Kelly, 11 and 7 so far, and he's one of the best offensive rebounders in the Big South and in the country. Averages almost 4 as Kelly picks up a foul there, and that's what got him into trouble last time at home. Got 4 fouls in 4 minutes at one point against the Citadel. He played maybe a minute in the first half.
Yeah, it's just so hard for him to get into a routine. And that's a situation where he's coming over to help the young freshman guys who's blown off the dribble. See Coach Aredabal there upset, but a learning opportunity for Heath. Know the playbook. Brent Brown's not going to necessarily beat you from downtown, but he does love to get you around the rim.
The junior guard, Brandon Stroud, Atlanta, Georgia native, at the free throw line, a 50% free throw shooter. Well, he has 3 double-doubles this year. Some good top 30 in the nation in that category. And Stroud goes up and he hits them both.
He is. See a lot of Caleb Clinton similarities, a guy that can get up and down off the floor really quickly on the offensive and defensive side, rebounding.
And Stroud, 6'6", 200, listed as a guard. One of those sort of new age guards, tall, lanky, but they can do everything on the basketball court.
Sounds like a tight end or an NFL receivers coach's dream.
Trez Berry from the elbow gets that one. Cole LaRue, first time into the game for him as well. As LaRue wide open, blocked from behind by Kelly, and they're going to say it's a goaltend.
It was like seeing a beach ball for him. Cole LaRue not able to get rid of it in time, but Taj Kelly, you saw they went up and they wanted to get that hedge over the top. Does a really good job of dribbling outside of the double team. Able to find the open man, but that looked like a volleyball spike.
Kelly, he's seen a lot of different faces in front of him tonight. And that one intercepted. Coast to coast goes up. Knocked out of the hand by Chavez. And they're going to say it's a foul. They're actually going to give it to Trez Berry.
Well, Killian, we're seeing pretty early in the game the X factor. A team that's only turning the ball over 11 times a game when R.J. John has been at the helm. Charleston Southern hasn't been able to find the answer at the guard position. So really slow to calm things down. Already with 9 turnovers early in just 10 minutes of this game.
Yeah, that is they've already almost reached their average. 10.4 per game, best for 19th in the entire country. And like I said, they're already up to 9, so you're really seeing missing their point guard.
Absolutely, and it almost, right, sometimes, especially with an unspoken leader in a point guard position, it's your quarterback on the field, right? Here on the hardwood tonight, this team seems a little unbalanced. Who's going to be able to offer that consistency with the rock in their hand?
Rogers with 4 points now. He had 10 points, 10 rebounds in last year's meeting against the Buccaneers in Kennesaw. And now there's going to be a foul with a hand check on Brandon Stroud. So Stroud will come off. Adam McCoy comes back on.
Obviously the turnovers, but the difference maker so far is scoring so far. Adam McCoy, hot start tonight. 3 for 3 from downtown. Taking a lot of pressure off the stud, Chris Youngblood.
Harris, good move, goes to the baseline, tries to go through the contact, finishes anyway.
Doesn't he make it look so easy? Just snatch, bring it right back. Beat you in the mid-range, he can beat you downtown. Special score.
That one bouncing around. Knox trying to run the break. Harris, step back. Don't do it to him, Caudell.
It's too easy. Well, there's no surprise here. Emory Knox with really a look at the basket. I thought he was going to try to go play in, maybe draw the foul. The cross court, very risky pass, but that guy's shooting as well as he is. How did he not feed him the rock?
That's one of those shots where Barclay Radebaugh goes, no, 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 no. Oh, yes, okay. As Harris misses the free throw, but it gets punched back out, and now it's going to be an over the back on Shekfei.
There he is. Yes, yes, yes. No, no, no. Kennesaw State waiting for a heat check. Caudell Harris early on, put the team on your back, carry you.
He's already got 9 tonight. He's averaging 17.6, leading the team. He only had 8, like we said, against USF. That's his first time this season not breaking into double digits.
Such a unique skill set, too, with his ability to get up off the ground and play above the rim.
Kennesaw State already in the bonus as Youngblood hits the first one. And this is a guy that we'll talk plenty about, the junior from Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Chris Youngblood. 15 points per game, 4.4 rebounds. He's a preseason All-A-Sun selection.
The conference, too, that just keeps getting better, year in, year out. Really in all sports across the table. Kennesaw State, I'm telling you, the program's in great hands with Coach Amir Abdul-Rahim.
Kelly holding up top, gives off to Faye. Harris looks to drive, takes a little knock, and he'll draw the foul.
Adam Okoye, defensive plan. Can't stop him, foul him.
Sometimes when you've got Caudell Harris coming at you, that's all you can do.
No. Gets away with one there. Harris maybe a little out of control, but see Coach Radebaugh there. Seems you got to be the next guy to step up. Maybe it's this guy.
Quick inbound to Tajay Kelly. As the sophomore's got 4 now.
Really nice, strong finish around the basket, but Emory Knox really patient there on the inbounds.
Faye, Euro, lay it in.
Ooh, ooh. How about that, the skill from the 6'9" big? Show it all.
Handoff, Youngblood, and now another whistle. And it looks like they're going to give it to Kelly, and so now he's got 3. And Barclay Radebaugh pleading his case. If anything, he might be saying, hey, can we go take a look at that and not get it on my big?
I know, it looked like maybe Tressberry got it. I think Tajay Kelly gets stuck in a unique circumstance at times because of his sheer size. He may have gotten with the left hand there coming across, but it looked like Youngblood was out of control. But you can see Coach Radebaugh pleading it. He goes to South Florida, he goes to Virginia Tech, he plays with other bigs. We don't have a problem with foul trouble. Sometimes at the buck, though, maybe a referee step that doesn't see size that big, he gets halted because of his sheer strength.
So Kelly has to come out, and that is a good point. It's something we were talking about a little bit the other night is you get so used to when you're playing Ohio State, Tulane, South Florida, Virginia Tech. Justin Mutz is one of the best bigs in the country, you could argue. And so when you're beating and banging down low, you get used to that level. When you come here, it's a little different.
I know, and that's a weird circumstance for Chris Youngblood, who's really talented with the ball in his hands. We've talked about they've gone to DeMond Robinson every time they can to maybe isolate to get the big in trouble. You know, they want to see the depth in the front court. Well, they've been able to do it in just 12 minutes so far in the Buckman tonight.
Youngblood again 2 for 2 from the line. 100% tonight, all 4 of his points coming from there. It's a 6-point lead. Harris not doubled up. Knox. Dodd. He gets doubled. Tressberry, corner 3. That was off for the second it left his hand.
Love the court vision from Majid Daw with the front pass. Wide open Berry.
Youngblood gets a three of his own.
Well, he had missed his first three. He wasn't missing another one. Those were all three too good of a looks for that skilled of a shooter. In transition, really tough to defend.
Knox gonna drive, and they're gonna wave it off, and they're gonna say it's an offensive foul on Emery Knox.
A late whistle, but the right call.
Lots of whistles early. It's a 9-point lead. Kennesaw State on top of Charleston Southern.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Citywide to countryside. Whatever you drive, wherever you go. Hercules Tires has the value, selection, and industry-leading protection to get you there, no matter where the road takes you. Hercules Tires. Ride on our strength.
Last year, I had more blood and platelet transfusions than I can count. During my treatment for acute T-cell lymphoblastic lymphoma, the chemotherapy took a toll over my body. And one of the main things that helped me survive was my routine blood transfusions. Blood donors keep cancer patients like me fighting every day. Sign up now at thebloodconnection.org/donate.
There's not a secret to what actually happens behind the scenes at a bank. Here at First Citizens, we're trying to educate the client in each step of what's actually going to happen and actually have them make the educated decision around what steps and what options they utilize. We want to become that trusted advisor that actually guides them down that road, helping you reach your goals. That's Forever First.
The right way to top a sub is with real red wine vinegar made from red grapes and no food coloring. And the right way to film it is in slow motion. Obviously. Because authentic ingredients make a sub above.
Come back in, Charleston, South Carolina, Kenny McClatchy. We got a guest joining us here for a little bit. New head coach for Charleston Southern football, Gabe Gardenia. First off, congratulations and welcome back.
Well, it's exciting to be home and exciting to be in the Buck Dome and, seeing Coach Radebaugh get after these Kennesaw State Owls.
Yeah, a familiar face in the Big South for a while, no longer anymore, but
right.
We'll just kind of get right into it. And, you're coming back to Charleston Southern. You were here for a little while.
Right.
What sort of made you want to come back and take this job as the head coach?
Well, I think this place means a lot to me. I spent 8 years of my career here, and in a lot of ways I felt like I graduated from Charleston Southern. Still working on that. But we won a lot of games, changed a lot of lives, and had a lot of success. So there's a lot of memories out there on that field by 26.
Yeah, so you came from Albany State, like you said, still trying to get that adjustment there to Charleston Southern, but kind of take us through the hiring process, what it was like for you, kind of who you talked with, and how you ended up getting here.
Well, I definitely, knew when the job came open. Something you always kind of keep your eyes out there for, places you'd like to go, and places you've been, successful before, and who wouldn't want to get back to Charleston, right? So when it came open and Jeff Barber called me, it was a no-brainer as far as being interested in the job, and now being back on campus, meeting some of these young men, it's been very reaffirming for me and my family. Just this is the right place for us at this time in our life.
Barry pushes it up. As Talik Chavez over there getting to chat with new head football coach Gabe Gardenia. That one knocked high up into the air, getting around. And so one of the things, a new head coach, you're coming in, unfamiliar situation, but what are you looking to try and establish and build? What do you want your brand to be in this brand or the culture? What's kind of really trying to do?
I mean, we got to get our culture established. If you don't have culture, you don't have anything. So we kind of build it based off of being a family. We've got an acronym for that, and then I won't bore the folks on the broadcast with that. But we got to be intentional with how we love our players, and we got to have our players be intentional on how they love each other. And we got to go out there and run the football, and we got to stop the run, and we got to get after people physically. We got to get our swag back a little bit here at CSU. We've been a little down, and so I'm excited. I can't wait to get to work, and can't wait to get guys here on campus that see the vision of that and see how beautiful this town is, and all the things that CSU has to offer as far as the university.
Barry just misses that 3. So you've been here it's been a little over, a week and a half, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I don't even know what day it is, okay? I woke up this morning, I just knew I had to be in work and meet with players.
As there's a 3, Youngblood answers again. Youngblood having a good night tonight. He's got 10 for Kennesaw State. But so it's just this whole whirlwind. How has that been for you, the process of coming back, and has it really set in yet that you are the head coach here at Charleston Southern?
That's a good question. I don't think so. We're just trying to make sure all our players, pass their finals, and I've had individual meetings with about half the guys, and we're going to do about half tomorrow. I mean, from 8 to 8, that's a long time, a lot of players. But, in this day and age of the transfer portal, I want our players to know me before they go home, to see who this stranger is, and that's not really my style. I'm a life-on-life type of guy, and want these guys to know that I love them, but we got to get to know each other before we start building some trust and kind of implementing who we're going to be. So, but we can't wait till January to do that. We got to do it right now, and as I think Brian Kelly said one time, you can't have a 5-year plan. You got to have a 5-minute plan, and we're just going to keep moving forward.
Yeah, and speaking of plan, obviously, not to say anything is in the long stretch of things, but what are some of your goals that you want to try, not only this offseason, but what are some of the things that you think you want to do in this first year?
Well, I think we just got to establish a toughness on our offensive defensive line. I mean, we got to be able to, like I said before, run the ball, stop the run. We got to develop that identity. We got to get the Gold Rush offense going again like we had under Coach Chadwell, and then we got to have this dirty blue defense be kind of menacing and physical, and and that's just kind of who I am. I got to be this guy that brings energy every day, and excited to be here, excited to see, what we're going to do, but certainly not a genie. I can't predict how many games we're going to win. I just know we want to be the best at getting better every single day. So if we can do that, we'll have a good chance to be successful.
Certainly is. Alex Peterson fouls as Trez Berry going to go to the line with 4:17 left. Gabe Gardenia, thank you for spending some time hanging out with us today. You mentioned Jamie Chadwell, another guy with a new job.
Sure.
And so I'll ask you this. How often do you guys still chat a ton? Do you still get together when you can?
Man. It's like talking to one of your best friends, I mean, we were kind of grew up here as assistants, and didn't know what we were doing, and raised kids together, and went same church and all that. So we don't talk every week, but we probably talk at least 6-7 times during the season, and fairly regularly in the off season, and we just talk about a lot of life stuff, and obviously a lot of program stuff too. So obviously it helped knowing him, being with him, and having him kind of believe in me gives me a lot of confidence, obviously, and it's nothing to be able to trade secrets and schemes and things like that. So if you got a great resource, you're going to use it.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, I think the big question is so next time when you do get together, sit down for dinner maybe, who's picking up the tab?
That'd be him. I think he could buy it for the rest of our lives. We may be reaching out for some kind of, early donation here. I don't know if he's joined a church up there in Lynchburg. So, hey, first month's tithe, go back to old Charleston Southern over here has been help get us going on the right foot. So someone name something after him. We'll find a stapler or something.
Find something. You can
maybe
work
there's a broom.
out.
There's a broom somewhere that we can name after the guy. I'm sure he'd get a kick out of that.
I'm sure we've got a couple printers lying around. We can get something worked out for you.
That's it.
As that one will go up and drop as Kennesaw State picks up another. And they'll go to the free throw line. Coach, thank you so much for spending some time with us, and best of luck and enjoy winter break.
Yeah, go Bucks.
Back in Charleston, a reminder this broadcast is brought to you in part by Roper St. Francis, the official medical partner of Charleston Southern. Visit rsfh.com for more information. Killian McClatchy. We bring back Jack DeLong-Shaw. We tagged you out, head coach over with the football team. There we are.
Sorry, guys, I'm not as cool as Coach Gardenia. He's going to do some really awesome things here at Charleston Southern. Beyond excited to watch it happen, but you got to put up with me a little bit longer.
Yeah, we brought him back. Coach Gardenia could probably give us some of the, a little bit of the breakdown and maybe some of the drives and everything, but you're our man for the basketball expertise.
I appreciate that. Nowhere else I'd rather be than the Buck Dome, man. Not with no one else than here with you.
Well, I can tell you one thing, you didn't miss too much while you were away. Is Youngblood at the line, he converts it. He's got 13, so you missed Chris Youngblood putting some in.
I was going to say, I watched from afar. What I took in my astute analysis, Chris Youngblood, dude's pretty good.
Yeah, you saw their 13-2 run, and this is something that's kind of nipped Charleston Southern a few times. They give up runs, so there's a nice give and go. Kelly up and under, good finish as Kelly now up to 6 points. He is playing with 3 fouls, so he does have to be careful over these last 3 minutes.
I love the trust and faith to allow him to play through the foul trouble. Trust that he'll make the right play, the smart play. Come out of the timeout, need a basket. Who do you go to? Two most impactful players. Little pick and roll action with Kelly and Claudel.
Jab step off the mark. Youngblood, he was flying in for that rebound. As Caleb Clinton dribbles it up. But off for Harris. Harris wants to drive through the contact, and that one got sent all the way back.
Well, with Damon Robinson sitting on the bench with not really missing much, because Alex Peterson has been unreal so far. The backside help here. Maybe a foul underneath. Doesn't matter. Help over the top.
13-point lead as Harris holding. Tyree Bryan back into the game. Chavez catch and shoot deep three, too strong. Good rebound by Bryan. Goes back up, turning, and gets it to fall.
He is an offensive rebound machine. Always around the basketball.
As a team, they've been very good. Average almost 14 a night on the offensive glass. We got 4 already, and that one was halfway down from Rogers. The basket spit it out. Chavez trying to push it a little bit, and he has to pull it out. Basket here can cut it underneath double digits. Clinton. Bang, and that was going to be a foul. They're going to give it to Clinton, and he'll argue it.
I was going to say, I think the only issue with it is that it's late. He's working, and then they get the foul late. It's about as blatant of a charge as you're going to find. Like I said, most electric playing basketball, Kelly.
That's true. You certainly love that.
How about though? We know that he can score at all levels, selfless to give up his body there in order for his team to get the ball back, but Chris Youngblood built like a linebacker. Coach Gardenia looking for guys that look like that. I mean, dude's a big body.
So it looks like they're going to come over and take a look at this foul. I think if anything, they might be trying to check and see if it's a flagrant on Clinton.
I think they're just making sure it's not blatant. No elbows above the head and neck, but I think this is going to be pretty quick.
They're taking a peek. We'll get another angle for you. It's close. You can see that left elbow kind of looks like it comes up and catches Youngblood in the chin.
Just there at the end of the play, but see Coach Radebaugh pleading for his guys. A really crucial moment in the game. The importance of getting out to a big start. They weren't able to do so. But if they can get this to single digits, head to the locker room feeling good about their chances to scratch and claw back, double digits is going to be really tough in the second half. For morale, for confidence of this team, coming off a really tough loss against Southern Florida.
So they did take a look. They're going to stick with the call on the floor of a common foul on Clinton. I think that's fair.
I agree. No negligence, no malintent. Just a dude trying to put the ball in the hoop.
It's two big guys fighting down low. So Peterson inbound, 1:45 to go in this first half. 11-point lead for Kennesaw State.
Charleston Southern doing a little full court press. Just something to slow them down a little bit.
Simeon Cottle. Good defense by Chavez. Kelly, mid-range jumper way too short. Now Chavez.
The intensity on the defense side, very visibly different there for Charleston Southern. They look to go score, stop, score.
Brian was telling everybody to clear out, gives it off to Harris. Swung all the way, Berry. Good closeout by Cottle. Nice find. Kelly goes up and it's knocked away. Kaysen Jennings with a block. Youngblood, the three, yes!
Well, defense is your best offense. That's an unreal block. Tajay Kelly, who's usually electric around the basketball, went up and swatted it. Kaysen Jennings, sort of an assist for that Youngblood three as well.
Berry, that one intercepted. Look out. No, and he lays it in.
What do you say? He had already showed off the bunnies on the other end. I can get up that high.
That's fair.
He teased you, though.
42-26 is Harris going to try and hold for the last shot. Kennesaw has come out firing on all cylinders in this first half. Moving around, extra pass. Bryan for three, and he hits it.
That's much needed. Much needed to see some frustrated faces on Charles Southern and head to the half. But Kennesaw State, all Chris Youngblood, all the time here in the first half as we head to break.
watching college basketball on ESPN Plus, brought to you by Hercules Tires, the official tire of the Big South Conference. For over 65 years, we've been providing tires on beautiful quality at an unmatched value. Whatever the vehicle and whatever the terrain, Hercules Tires invites you to ride on our strength. For a retailer near you, visit HerculesTires.com. Jack, are you hungry? Because it's time for the Jersey Mike's halftime report. You can get it Mike's Way. Are you a Mike's Way kind of guy?
I am Mike's Way.
Okay.
But yeah, mayo, bacon, minus tomato. Mike's Way minus tomato.
All right, fair enough. I respect that. 42-29, Kennesaw State up. Charleston Southern. It was tough sledding early. The Bunnies from Terrell Burden, and then honestly, you could really say it's been a Chris Youngblood highlight tape in this first half. 16 points for him.
We weren't lying in the open. This is a special talent. Outside of 9 points from your guy, Quincy Adamakoya, it was really all Chris Youngblood. At 16, well on track for his career high with 25. He did it from all levels of the floor to the mid-range. A lot of Chris Youngblood, early and often.
Yeah, Youngblood already hit his average, averaging 15.1 a night. And it's been the 3-ball working as well for Kennesaw State. 6 of 13, where Charleston Southern, it's been the turnovers hurting them the most, and a couple big blocks as well. The defense has really stepped up.
Absolutely, and I think we got to give credit where credit's due on the other end. Yeah, 5 steals on the other end for Damon Robinson, led by that guy. They just really struggled with him without R.J. Johnson. A lot of questions coming in what they were going to do at the point guard position. Kennesaw State's take advantage of it.
Yeah, that was the 3 to cut it down to this 42-29 from Tyree Bryant. It's time for the First Citizens Bank halftime stats for Citizens Bank Forever First. You see, the shooting percentage is pretty even. 3-point, relatively close. It's that bottom number and the free throws. Like our man Justin Beagle said, it could come down to the charity stripe, and for the second straight game at home for Charleston Southern, they've been fouling a lot, and the opponent's been getting to the line.
And again, a lot of missed assignments on the defensive side of the ball, so you've seen Kennesaw State expose maybe the middle of the floor once they've gotten there. Charleston Southern bigs have found themselves in foul trouble, but Charleston Southern's coaching staff allowing Tajay Kelly to play with 3 fouls is something to keep an eye on.
A turnover 16-7. And as we continue to roll along, the Jersey Mike's halftime report will continue on the other side of this break. 42-29, Kennesaw State on top here on ESPN Plus.
Nashville, Tennessee, it's a crosstown matchup as Lipscomb University plays host to Trevecca University as you watch the ASA on ESPN+.
Big South College basketball on ESPN Plus, brought to you in part by Jersey Mike's, a sub above, as we continue to roll along inside the Jersey Mike's halftime report inside the Buck Dome. Gillian McClatchy, Jack DeLongchamp, is only Big South game going on right here tonight. Kennesaw State 42-29 on top of the hometown Buccaneers. And here are some of the games coming up tomorrow and Wednesday, and we got a final from Sunday for you as well. Radford, big win over George Washington. And then some games coming up. C of C, College of Charleston, Pat.
Playing for them tonight, but one new guy in the line.